Welcome back to our Faith in Film series. Our quote today is from the show Squid Game, a Korean TV series on Netflix.
Life goes by quick. Here 1 minute, gone in a blink. Do you know what someone who doesn't have any money has in common with someone with too much money to know what to do with? Living is no fun for either of them. If you have too much money, then it doesn't matter what you buy or eat or drink or whatever, everything. Well, it all gets boring. Everybody felt that there was no joy in their lives anymore.
Now that is quite the perspective on life. That life is short. That life isn't fun for those who have nothing and those who have a lot. That when you have everything you want, it all eventually gets boring, and there is no more joy. Now that sounds like a life that is hopeless, the pursuit of happiness that is not attained. And he's right, that life goes by quick. It is short, and even shorter when we view it in comparing it to eternity. So what questions come to mind? How much time do I really have? And if it is short, what should I do? How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like the morning fog. It's here for a little while, then it's gone. James chapter 4, verse 14. Now we really don't know what tomorrow will hold. Life before the pandemic and during, it's all the same. Anything can happen, so live life with a greater purpose than yourself. Do things that will make a difference and will last and matter for years to come. There are things that you can do today that will matter thousands of years from now. As a Christian, you can share the good news of Jesus and make a difference in someone's life for eternity. Why does he think living is no fun for the one without money and the one with much money? Can I suggest that the problem is that they are living with a covetous heart, which in actual fact can apply to everyone, those with no money, those with some money, and those with an abundance of money. The problem of a covetous heart is that you will never reach a point where you are fully satisfied because you are always chasing that next dollar. When John D. Rockefeller, the wealthiest American while he lived in the early 1900s, was asked how much money is enough money, he responded with, "Just a little bit more." This goes to show that a person can never be fully satisfied when all they want is more, no matter how little more they want. Those who love money will never have enough. How meaningless to think that wealth brings true happiness. Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 10. And what about joy? Can it not be found in treasures and pleasures? But as I looked at everything I had worked so hard to accomplish, it was all so meaningless, like chasing the wind. There was nothing really worthwhile anywhere. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 11. The problem lies in where we are searching for joy. When we search for it in worldly things, the finite things, things that will fade away, and the perceived joy and happiness will eventually disappear because they all naturally fail us. Set your sights on the realities of heaven, where Christ sits in the place of honor at God's right hand. Colossians chapter 3, verse 1. We no longer live for the things that don't last, but the things that do. We will find the greatest treasure we can ever have in Jesus himself. Hey, what do I know? Don't just take my word for it, take God's. See you next time.